All right, we are recording. Welcome to another episode of the Reliance Real Estate Radio.
Woo!
All right, that's it. That's all we get.
New Year's
Exciting.
Eve. New
All
Year's
right.
Eve.
Yeah,
About
we're
to
recording
be
this on New Year's Eve.
2021.
It most likely won't come out till the new year, but we're hoping to bring some value and continuing our trend of staying on top of everything, right?
Yes.
Cool. We don't ask that you pay anything to obviously do this. Podcasts and YouTube are essentially free, but our time isn't. So we hope that you pay the price, which is if you find value in this, pay it forward, man. Like, share, comment, give it to somebody, text them, email it, however you want to do it. But if you find that this is awesome content, we'd hope that you'd share it, right? Or leave us an awesome review. It helps get in front of other
Yeah.
people, right? Okay.
Get our names out there, Let's start helping people.
Right. Yeah. That'd be awesome. That's what we're trying to do, is just bring value to you and anybody that you may know, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So today is episode 37. So we've done 37 of these, plus a few more. And if you go to our YouTube page, I mean, we do other stuff like dad jokes, hot pepper challenges, stuff like that, which is funny. So if you want to see the funny side of us, if we're not funny on here enough, but we're on episode number 37. It's go one more, do one more, give one more. What does that mean to you?
Very powerful. It means that, when you think you're done for the day, for example, making phone calls before you end it, why not make one more phone call? See what happens. I think a lot of people who do prospecting for business, they tend to book one appointment after, maybe an hour or a half hour. And they're like, oh, I'm done for the day. But can you imagine if you just called one other person or, one more hour? And what if you got two listing appointments or two appointments in whatever business that you're in? I think it's very important that giving it, one more can really improve your production by not quitting with just the one.
To kind of piggyback on what you were saying, like, I understand it, because in the beginning it was like super anxiety ridden, right? You were like, it took a lot for you to pick up the phone, and you got on there, and then you finally had somebody answer, and in your head you're like, I just won. So you'd put it down, you'd go walk around the office, you'd be like, I just scheduled an appointment, and it was the greatest thing ever, right? Because we're calling expired, and it's pretty, you need thick skin, right, to do that. So I understand that, but like, it's so cool now, like, all right, I got one. All right, I'm going to get one more. I'm going to ride that high out, and we're going to figure it out. And I kind of understand what you're saying there, because it's like, I don't even think of it. I mean, it is a high. Like, I'll text you, or like, yeah, Jeff, I just landed this awesome listing appointment. We're going to go help those people out. It'll be great. But you're like, all right, cool, but we still need 5 more,
Mm-hmm. Right.
All right.
Right. Not
Downer,
done yet.
Debbie Downer, whatever, but I get it. Like, you're like, just do another, do your next hour and see if you can get another one out of it, riding that high. What did you say? Like, we kind of learn from it, and then we do another hour, another half hour, whatever it is,
They actually say if you do schedule an appointment, it's best to continue because you are excited. You do have that high, like you're saying,
on top
Joe.
of your game. Yeah.
And then your conversations are more engaged because you're like, oh, I got one, I want to get another one. So it's very good to continue. Don't stop at the one, give it one more.
Right. I did want to bring something up, kind of the one more thing, but there's a few different studies done, and there's a bunch of different readings. I want to bring up one or two of them real quick, but like, one is, it's called the 1%. So like, giving 1% more each day, right? Because 1% is small, right? Like, you can give 1%, like doing one extra thing. Like, we always talk about the one thing. If we just give 1% every day, at the end of the year, we're 365% better than we were at the beginning of the year.
Yep.
Right. So we just have to put that little bit more in each year. And then, so I was thinking about that, because, I named the podcast, and I'm like, what things could I bring up that hit me and like spoke to me? And it was really neat. If you go to page, I think it was on page, so it's on page, I have it right next to me here, I pulled it before, but it's page 69 and 70 of the Millionaire Real Estate Investor. and you guys have probably heard this story a million times before, but it's called the compounding penny.
Yep.
Have you heard that one?
Mm-hmm.
Where the guy get like asks how he wants to get paid, and he's like, well, I can either give you a salary or, and he tells the guy like, I just want a penny compounded every day for a year. And they're like, well, that's easy, like we'll pay you that, no problem, you know. And if you compound a penny, or it's for 30 days, sorry, if you compound a penny for 30 days, it comes to $10,737,418.23.
Dang.
That's a lot of money. So you're saying one more every day for 30 days compounded is a lot more than you think it is. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So that one more hour, that one more phone call, that one more door knock, that one more email, that one more, follow up on a lead
Mm-hmm.
could be your next paycheck in
Yeah.
sales, right?
Yeah.
Or that one
Absolutely.
more push up, that one more sit up, that one more set, of 10 or 12, whatever it may be, is you pushing up to the next level and breaking through that glass ceiling, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of times, or one of the biggest reasons why people maybe fail at a task or a goal, it's because they're not seeing immediate results. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
just like working out, like I want to lose 15 pounds, right? And you work out every day for a week and a half and eat healthy for a week and a half, but you don't see the results in that week and a half, and then you're like, well, that was fun. Like I worked hard, but nothing happened,
I'm
right?
done.
But actually, things are happening. But like you're saying, Joe, it's not compounding enough
Right.
to see those results.
Yep.
So by giving the one more push up, one more day, or maybe even, okay, one more week and a half and see what happens then, you might go from losing a pound to 5 pounds, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
that's, your body getting ready to, or losing that weight, and you're actually doing it each day. It's the results, it's the longevity of it, of giving that one more, that's going to show major results in the long run, right? Does that kind
Yep.
of make sense?
Yep. That's
Yep.
why I never like, so I pick up the weight bar, right? I'm doing a curl. I never count when I pick it up, and I never count the first one. Like the first one's automatically given away, right?
Yep.
And then I do my 10 or whatever you can do, like, because if you're trying to max out, sometimes you can only do 8 and 6 and then
Mm-hmm.
4 or whatever. So like I'll try to hit 10 or 12. And then like you always go, can I get one more in there? And you try, like, could I do it? No, okay, fine. I'm at 12. I maxed out. Then my next
Yeah.
set's going to be, can I hit 12 again or not? Or am I hitting 10? And then can I go for 11? Like it doesn't have to be a round number. I'm just trying to hit that highest max out limit that I can go, right?
Yeah.
And one of the quotes comes to mind. It's embrace the suck.
Yeah.
It's gonna suck, but it's gonna push you up to that next level.
Exactly.
It's gonna make you feel better the next day when you're doing that set because you did more that the day before or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
You
I
you
use
aren't
weight.
growing as a person unless you're out of your comfort zone, or it
Right.
might hurt a little bit, right?
Absolutely.
It doesn't have to be physically, but I mean, it's like something you may not want to do, but if you push yourself to do it, that's the only way you're going to grow.
Movement causes friction. I know we brought that up a few times, but that's the
Yep.
biggest thing. Like, movement or going outside your comfort zone, growing, it causes friction. You're growing, your body's growing from a baby to, when you're, fully vested as an adult. So like you're growing, you have growing pains, all these things are happening, right? Like it causes friction, things happen, you know what I mean? Um, I remember, what was it? So it's J.K. Rowling. I think she was Harry Potter, right? She wrote the
Mm-hmm.
book. Her pitch was rejected 12 times. Do you think if she didn't go one more and try one more time and just feel like I have a really good idea here, I should probably try one more time? What if she didn't do that?
Holy cow. We wouldn't have Harry Potter and it'd be a sad world. I
Would
couldn't
it
go
be a sad
visit
world?
Harry Potter world in Hogwarts, and it's not, I don't think Disney has it. I think it's Universal Studios, I think, have it. I wouldn't
Yeah,
be able to visit there.
I've never actually watched a whole one. I might have watched
What?
something with my kids, but
Oh man. You know
I
what?
know
If
the
your kids love to
story.
read, have them read it. They'll fall in love.
I'm sure, I believe Talon did and maybe Luke, but yeah, I've never actually done it, but I know the story behind it and it was just so inspiring.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty neat.
Yeah. It's very cool. It's very cool. And now she's very successful because she pushed hard enough to
Yeah.
get what she knows was a great idea.
And inspired a lot of people, right?
Mhm.
In the process of just the story alone, and then inspired them with what she does as far as writing and then the movies and stuff. Like just, letting people escape into like this fantasy, whatever land, whatever it is. It's just neat to have them, to make movies and do that and write the way she wrote. Even I've heard her books are really
Yeah.
well written,
Yeah.
vivid. So yeah. So again, we want you to give one more, do one more, dig deep to see what you can do as far as like, well, do I have to hang the phone up just because I worked a 9 to 5, or can I go give one more? And and a lot of us that are listening to this or know us, like we don't work 9 to 5. Sun up to
Mhm.
sun comes down. We fit our lives in there, our wives in there, our children in there. And we place those rocks at the beginning of the week so we can push and give where we can and make those extra phone
Yeah.
calls, do those extra tasks. And that includes in regular life. Like, how about we go on the merry-go-round one more time, or let's go around the track one more time, or let's cast one more time and see if we can catch a fish. Like it might be that last cast that's going to catch the fish, right? Or sit out here for another 10 minutes if we're hunting. Like everything, or baseball, like let's hit a couple more balls just to get us ready for the game. Like that you can apply it to everything, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'd say in the next 3 months or first quarter, try it out. Whatever your biggest production making task is, give it one extra. Whatever you want it to be. I mean,
Your
it's
one
you.
thing. What's your
Yep.
one thing,
Yep.
right, that drives your business? And then how can you add one more to that, right?
Yeah. Exactly. Give it 3 months, and then you come back and you tell us that we're wrong.
Yeah,
Not gonna happen.
it'd be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do have one quote that I pulled. It's by Daniel Carnegie. Um, it says, most of the important things in the world have been accomplished by people who have kept on trying when there seemed to be no hope at all.
That's an awesome quote.
I like that one. I thought it applied because like you just got to keep trying, keep
Mhm.
going, give one more, and then you'll notice those people that went that extra mile are alone because they went the extra mile and they actually accomplished it. Everybody else fell
Yeah.
off and went, "Yeah, this isn't going to work. We're not
Right.
going to do this. I'm not getting any I'm not losing any weight, or I'm not gaining any muscle by working out, or I'm not any good at baseball." Well, because you didn't put that one more in each day to have it compound into, hey, I've practiced enough now. Now I'm really good at it. Or, hey,
Mhm.
I've been doing it for 66 days and did a challenge and I can kind of see my body weight drop and I'm gaining muscle. Like you have to do it for a set amount of time and track and measure and do it at 100% level 10
Yeah.
to be able to get the benefits, right? You
Yep.
can't just kind of show up at the gym and jump on a treadmill or go to the baseball park and hit a couple balls and say I practiced and I'm good at it. So that's something I'm really passionate about. I know we always look at each other and go, I know Jeff's like, I don't know, we got 10 minutes. Okay, cool. And he throws his headset on. He's like, all right, I'm going to call. I got 10 minutes. I'm going to sneak in a couple phone calls here before we got to leave for an appointment. It's always like,
Yep.
where can I fit in another extra couple of minutes before we go somewhere, do something, or go on an appointment?
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
one more appointment. We just were on one. It's now New Year's Eve, and we went on an appointment for today. And when
Absolutely.
we're done with this, we're going to hang up and I'm going to make a bunch of more phone calls.
Hmm. Yeah. It's all part of the game.
You have to put the work in before you can have a little bit of fun, right?
And push yourself.
Yes. Cool. That's all I got. Anything else you want to add?
I think this is a great podcast. I think this
Short and
hey, it
sweet.
helped me out.
Cool. I'm motivated. I gotta go make phone calls now.
Woo!
All right. We'll see you next week for the next one, episode number 38.
Sounds good.
All right.
Bye everybody.
Bye.